Can you tell how happy I am? Can you just, you know, when you make something yourself, how great you feel? Like you saved your own life. I'm my own hero for making my own earrings at a fraction of the cost of what it would have been online. I did it under an hour. I didn't need to know how to code. I didn't need to know how to design. It was that simple. I'm here to share with you more about 3D printing and how I printed these very, very cute earrings here on Take It's Me, leveling up your digital knowledge and tech game. Hello guys, I am your tech and innovation friend Tshepiso. This is my YouTube channel, Take It's Me. I also have an Instagram page in which I share about my journey and how I'm learning about tech every day. So if you find that I'm not posting enough here on YouTube, please feel free to follow me on Instagram so that you can see more regular content from me. If you are enjoying this, however, don't be shy. Subscribe to the channel if you find that the content is valuable. I promise you I will be doing more fun and exciting and just like interesting things about tech that you can do, and just trying to bridge the digital divide that we have, you know, and showing different things in tech and so forth. Like I said, today I will be talking about how I printed these earrings myself. Perhaps maybe I can just show them better. They are earrings of the African continent, and we printed them with red plastic filament on a Forge 3 printer, which you will see later in the video. Don't worry, I will link kind of all the important information and links at the bottom of this. So if you don't catch it while I speak, it's there for you to refer back to. So let's first talk about 3D printing, right? 3D printing is created with a method called additive manufacturing, which means that we create something by basically printing layer by layer, and that's how your normal or your typical 3D printers work. They used to be super expensive, obviously, when they were first coming out, but now they've become so affordable that people have them in their homes. We're seeing them in offices, and they're really doing some great things. We see that we're printing houses now. We're printing things as simple as earrings. We're printing shoes. We're printing clothes. And lately in the medical field, we're also printing some organs. So, you know, we've come quite far in what we're able to do with 3D printing, which also means that everyone now has the opportunity to 3D print something themselves because it's become so simple and so accessible. Of course, you might have to spend a little bit of time finding something in your local place or in your region on how you can find a 3D printer. The first thing we need to do, though, is design the build or the model that we would like to print. I didn't design anything myself, like I said, and I didn't code anything. So for this video, all I needed was a computer, a USB stick, a 3D printing machine, and I also happened to buy my own filament, even though I didn't need it at the end because the place that I went to actually had filament. So everything was basically free in that case, right? So let me show you guys how I find my print, how I found my model, and then what I had to do on my computer to get this done. Okay, so here we are now. I will be using a software called Loom to record and show you my screen while I walk us through how I managed to get to these earrings. So first thing that I do is go to a website called Thingiverse.com. There are several websites like this where you can find people that have done models, and you just download them and use them for yourself. A lot of them are free. Like here on Thingiverse, you can actually find some that are free. You see that you can actually even explore. You can learn more about 3D printing, or you can create some yourself. I will share a link below with a list of 20 other websites where you can find prints. So if you go into Thingiverse and you don't find something that you're looking for, then you can go onto another website. I think I tried 2 websites before I found the design of these earrings. So I had to search a little bit, but it's worth it when you're not actually the one doing it, right? I mean, it's the least you could do. So I get in here. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of other prints. You can do different things, and some more complicated than others. So it's very good for you to know what 3D printer you'll use and the size. For the 3D printer I used, something like this seems a little bit too big. Okay, so I get here and I typed Africa earring, and I just press search. And when I scroll a little bit, I can see that here are the earrings that I have actually found. Of course, mine are in a different color. And yeah, finding the earrings in this color doesn't mean they'll come out this color. You will print in the color that you want or that you have access to. So once we've done this, we're going to download the file. And the file is an STL file. That's the format in which the file comes in. Right, so that was very quick. It's not too bad. And now we're going to splice the file, and I'm going to tell you more about that in a bit. Okay guys, so here we are to slice our model. I know I said splice. It's actually to slice the model. What I have opened now is a software called Flashprint, and this software is compatible with the printer that I was using, which was a Flashforge 3 printer. But there are other kinds of slicing softwares that you can use to prepare your STL file for printing. Speaking of the STL file, let's fetch it and put it into our slice, here it is, and I just open it, and you see it says this model is off the platform. Do you want to put it on the platform? And I'm of course going to say yes. What it is doing is simulating what the printer looks like. So if I put it, let me see, if I put it here, then in the printer it's actually going to print in the corner. And if I put it here, in the printer it's going to print in the center. So it's going to print where you have placed it on the platform. So you want to make sure that the whole model fits in the platform. You can also obviously scale it. If you downloaded something that was too big, then you can make it smaller. You can also view it in different ways. I'm sure this is when, if you have something more complicated, you want to see it from different angles, you want to make sure that the corners are all, in place, but we don't have to do this here. It's quite simple, it's practically a little bit 2D, this print. After I'm happy with it, I can click print like you would do on a normal printer, and you do your settings over here. I didn't do a lot of changes because I felt like I'm just trying this out. I don't want to mess around. And so I just clicked OK. And then I saved it onto my USB. I was, of course, it's possible to do it with Wi-Fi if you want to connect your computer to the Wi-Fi and print it that way. But I felt like I'll go old school a little bit. So I saved this onto my USB, and from there Okay, so here we are at the 3D printing machine. We are using a Flashforge Adventure 3 to make this print. I've already put in the memory stick, as you can see. So this is our memory stick with my earring on it that we are going to 3D print in red, I believe. The filament is already inside. What we'll start with doing is basically calibrating the machine so that we know that we have a level plate where the 3D printing will be done. So let's do that right now. So here the print was starting. As you can see, it only took 18 minutes and it was 18 minutes per earring. When the print starts, it has a platform that it starts printing on. Then further in the printing process, you can see that we have the pattern that is being drawn on the platform, which it first started, which was the first layer. So the platform was the first layer, and then after that it draws the pattern of what you want to print. So here the earring was completed and I just had to pull it off from the platform and take off the first layer. So I was trying to pull off the first layer. It was a bit difficult and I was actually a bit scared, but I managed. Right, so I hope you enjoyed following my journey on how I 3D printed these earrings. Feel free to leave in the comments what you think I should print next. I'm looking forward to that. If I find it, I will print it, or of course in the future I'm going to learn how to design some things myself. That is really when you use the full power of 3D printing, when you now start designing your own things and not just taking from other people. So let me know what you would like to see me print, or if you have some prints that you're thinking of doing yourself, just yeah, talk to me and let's see what we can get up to. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next time.